there. So I want to talk to you about the importance of setting goals. Why would it be important for me to set goals when I'm on vacation? I have always seen goal setting as an important thing in my life, and I hope that you can see the value in this as well. If you aren't able to set goals, you don't always have the motivation to get something done. When I was younger, I was a gymnast, and I used to always set these long-term goals of skills that I wanted to get, and then there were steps along the way that would lead me to that ultimate goal. But it takes work, it takes desire, and when you have that goal, it gives you that destination of where you want to get to and what you want to get done. If you just wake up in the morning and are like, oh, what am I going to do today? And you don't come up with any ideas, you may not get to that point where you get anything done. So I have always been a firm believer in goal setting. So at the very beginning of summer vacation, I have set 3 goals for myself. I've mostly accomplished 2 of them already. So I had been sharing a few videos of summer vacation, but they weren't real summer vacation yet. That was the first 3 days. And actually, I'm sorry, day 3 will be included in this video. But in days 1 and day 2, it included me getting into my classroom. That was part of my first goal. I have some things that I want to get done over the summer for school. And I wanted to do them right off the bat because that's when I was thinking about it, and it would be able to change my mindset so that I could actually enjoy vacation. So the last part of my goal, which actually was the main step, the first 2 days that I was in the classroom were leading me up to the goal that I'll share in the video today, which there's a little bit more to do with it, but the main part is done. Then I have 2 goals for my home for this summer vacation. And I've pretty much accomplished the first one, and that was to finally paint my bathroom. We have been in this house now for about 17 years. And just like this wall, this is the last room that will need to be painted. When we moved into this house, it was all drywall, all white, all neutral. So it was a blank slate for us to be able to paint. And life, 4 kids, sicknesses, etc., deterred us from finishing all of those projects. So my goal this year, or this summer, was that I was going to paint the master bathroom. Finally, 17 years of no paint on a bathroom wall is gross. I had a lot of work to do. So when I put up the videos of day 1, or the before, that was what I did on my day 3 of vacation. I did still go into my classroom, but before I went into my classroom, it was very important that I cleaned. That bathroom needed to be clean before I got started. And then I did go into my classroom to do some things. So my goal, second goal, was that I needed to paint the bathroom. The first goal is what I accomplished in my classroom, which I'll share in the next little portion of this video. And hi there. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Elizabeth Weber. I've been teaching middle school for over 20 years, and I'm a mother of 4 kids. I have been going through some of the things I've been doing on summer vacation, and of course, this is day 3, and I'm in my classroom one more time, which I'm starting to recognize I'm almost done. I'm ready to get home and enjoy the rest of summer vacation, but I want to show you what I did on this 3rd and final day, why I came into my room. And it comes down to organization and the fact that I want to be organized for next year, and I want to be ready when I come in the classroom that last week before school starts, the last week of summer vacation, when I'm ready to get things going, and I want to have less to do. So I am organizing my plan book today, and the nice thing about this being not when I'm in a rush, it's vacation. I can choose to do it or not. And what I chose to do was a couple of things today. So I have this binder, which I just ripped off my old labels of being my English teacher binder, and I'm going to use it again. So there's a couple of files that I printed today. This first one, another one of my teachers, actually one of the elementary teachers, prints off this calendar that has all of our school vacation days and whatever else is going on in here, which is amazing. So this will be my calendar at a glance. I printed 4 of them. That way, if I make mistakes, I have extras. I like to have one for 7th grade and one for 8th grade. So I'm basically printed, here's my accident one for each grade, and then my regulars. I'm going to punch holes in these in a little bit. Grabbed my big hole puncher, and I'll be putting those into the binder behind my labels. So a couple of years ago, off Teachers Pay Teachers, I purchased the One Stop Teacher binder. And I don't know how people are that knowledgeable to know how to do these things, but I truly appreciate them. Thank you so much. I already forgot her name. I just listened to some of her videos, but she's fantastic. I encourage you to check her out in Teacher Pay Teachers. So the One Stop Teacher binder, which you get free updates every year. I've had it since 2017 or 2018, so every year I go in and I can choose a different cover. So I just threw out the one, which was like pink and white polka dots, and then I had this one that I made not last year, 2021-22. It had books on it, and then it has all these different, labels that you can put in here. So what I had done this year, I printed off, initially, I picked these pretty flowers, Mrs. Weber's plan book, and I made a mistake. Look they're two-sided. This is not going to do me any good. I had the time to run them through, copy them from two-sided to one-sided. So I'll be going through, putting these in pocket protectors and in the front of the binder so that this looks pretty. The other thing that I get off that One Stop Teacher binder are my lesson planning, and you can choose it however you want. It doesn't have to look like this. She's got 3 different styles. She has, you can have your subject at the top, you can have your subject at the side. You can choose anywhere from 1 subject to I think 9. So depending on what grade, what it is that you teach, you get to make it work for you. So I chose to do 3 subjects, and here comes the ability of time today. I printed off, started in September, because that's how we roll in New York. We don't get started until September. And I had subject 1 on the front, and when you flip over to the back, it's subject 2 and 3. I don't like that. Normally, I like to have that so that when my binder is open, I'm looking at 1 week. Not only that, she has these super cute quotes along the bottom. So I don't want to flip to see what the quote says every time. I want it open in front of me. I want to be able to say, what am I doing in 7th grade? What am I doing in 8th grade? And then I also have AIS on that list. So I had time. I went back in and I changed it. So now I printed off 1 flub sheet. And then when I flip to the back, so these will be side by side in my notebook. I have English 7, so I did the easy find and replace. I changed subject 1 to English 7. And then on the next page, I have English 8 and AIS on this one. But then when I did the find and replace, I actually made it English AIS. So now, when I have my binder open, it'll be side by side. Trying to make sure this makes sense. There are 2 kinds of teachers. The kind that oh no, that's not. I messed it up talking to you. Okay. I'll find it and get it figured out when I put it in the binder. I was going to read you one of the cute quotes, but I got all flustered. Anyways, I'll share some more of my day a little bit later. Here we are. Sort of the finished product. Not really, because all the plans aren't done, but the plan book is made. And I am in love with it this year. I took the time in the classroom to get a lot of it done. You saw some of that previously. So Mrs. Weber's plan book just slid inside the very old binder. I'm very frugal. The back side has the one that printed English Language Arts. and we have everywhere we look, everyone will know this is my plan book. But what I did this year that I have not done in the past is the tabs. And I did the tabs in two ways. In the teacher plan book, you could they were already printed. There was the color, there were words on there. Some of them I kept, some of them I changed. On my main cover pages that are in my plastic protectors, I put those tabs inside the plastic protectors and taped them on there. So I do have my seating charts that will come first, my class information, which will have all of my class lists and any other relevant information, my month at a glance that I had shown you previously with the calendars. That was the 7th grade one. And then here's my 8th grade one. That part of my goal was also to start planning out September. So you can see all my chicken scratches across here of what I am hoping to accomplish in September. Obviously, I'm going to come back and do the 7th grade one as well, but because I just finished teaching this group of students, I know where we left off. So that's what was fresh in my mind, that I want to make sure I make notes of where we're going to pick up. What do I need to review? What do we need to still cover, and get those things written down in my notes. I have not started the major lesson plans left yet, but these are in here and in order. So remember, this was my flub page, so that now when I turn it, this is how it looks when I'll have it open on my desk to be able to see both grades. And yes, now that quote is, you can read it. I didn't mess it up. So we see teaching kids to count is fine, but teaching kids to count is best. Bob Talbert. And there's a whole bunch of different ones, obviously. That was just the one that was there. And then what is different, these ones are not inside of those plastic tabs. These are the months. So as I need to flip to October, November, I simply folded and taped those on there. So they don't stick out quite as far, but I love how my plan book turned out, and I'm looking forward to some more planning this summer with the rest of the curriculum hours that I have. So here is my second goal, my next project. This is the before our bathroom of 17 years of drywall, not looking so great, but it's nice and clean, ready to go. The project actually took me a series of days. First, I spent a full day sanding the walls and getting it to a point where I could actually work in here. Obviously, taped it up. Here's the first and second coats on the wall. Initially, I wasn't in love with it, but as I moved along, I like it a little bit better. So after a day of sanding, 2 days of painting, and then I spent one more day cleaning it all up. I really do like how nice and polished the room looks. I have a little bit left to do before I completely finish the goal. I still need to caulk and get some things hung up on the wall, but it feels really good to have set this goal, and after 17 years, finally have my bathroom painted, and I think it looks beautiful. I hope you have a great day.